Hi. The street in San Francisco that I will be presenting on is Brannan Street in the South Beach and South of Market neighborhood. Samuel Brannan was one of the most influential figures in early California history and is widely remembered as the state's first millionaire. Born in Maine in 1819, Brannan became involved in the Church of Jesus of Latter-day Saints early in life. He eventually led over 200 Mormon pioneers from New York to California aboard the ship Brooklyn, a long and dangerous voyage that ended in the small settlement of Yerba Buena, what we now know as San Francisco. Almost immediately, Brannan saw opportunity in the new territory. He founded the California Star, the city's first newspaper, giving him a powerful voice in the growing community. Through his leadership, writing, and business instincts, Brannan began to establish himself as one of the most important and influential people in early San Francisco. Brannan's most famous moment came in 1848 when gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill. Instead of rushing off to mine gold like everyone else, Brannan used his newspaper and personal charisma to spread the word and create excitement. He famously ran through the streets of San Francisco, yelling "Gold, gold, gold" from the American River, all while secretly buying up every pickaxe, shovel, and pan he could find. He then sold these goods to eager miners at high prices, making a fortune in the process. This smart, but also sneaky, move showed his unique business sense. Rather than digging in the dirt, he built his wealth by supplying others. It worked. Brannan became California's first millionaire, and he quickly began investing in real estate, transportation, and other infrastructure projects in cities like San Francisco, Sacramento, and Calistoga. Beyond just making money, Brannan played a key role in shaping early California. He helped organize California's first constitutional convention and invested in schools, roads, and law enforcement efforts. He also developed the town of Calistoga in Napa Valley, hoping to turn it into a luxury resort destination using its natural hot springs. His vision helped lay the foundation for many parts of California's early economy and settlement. However, as successful as Brannan was in business, he struggled to manage his wealth wisely. He lived extravagantly and became involved in a costly divorce that forced him to sell much of his land. His later investments failed, and he eventually lost most of his fortune. By the time he died in 1889, Samuel Brannan, once the richest man in California, was nearly penniless and largely forgotten. Even though his life ended in hardship, Samuel Brannan's impact on California, especially San Francisco, is hard to ignore. He helped turn a small town into a booming city, played a major role in launching the gold rush, and invested in many of the state's early businesses and institutions. I believe Brannan Street in San Francisco is named after him as a tribute to all he did to build and promote the city during its most transformative years. His name on the street serves as a lasting reminder of both the heights he reached and the lessons that can be learned from his fall. Brannan's life shows us that dreams can turn into reality. However, this story also serves as a reminder to not take our good fortune for granted, as it can all be gone one day.
This is Pinterest, an online website where people can generate ideas, collaborate with others, and shop. This is the Soma Arts Cultural Center. This vibrant space hosts performances, cultural events, and art showcases. This is the Mars Bar Restaurant. It's a popular spot for lunches and evening gatherings. This is Del NC Restaurant located on Brannan Street. It overlooks the bay and offers American cuisine. This is the Brannan Street Wharf Park. This is a popular spot for visitors to sit down, relax, have a picnic, and enjoy the view of the water.
Someone who I believe deserves to have a street named after himself is Aaron Peskin. Peskin has done a lot to help shape San Francisco into the city it is today. As a longtime member of the Board of Supervisors, he's worked hard to protect the neighborhoods, fight for renters' rights, and preserve historic parts of the city like Chinatown and North Beach. He's written more laws than any other supervisor, showing how committed he is to making the city better for everyone. He also cares a lot about the environment, making sure San Francisco continues striving for a greener and better future. I think a street named after him would be a great way to recognize the things he has done for the people who live here.